Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. So let's get started. Alright, so I have a few finished projects and I have one work in progress, so that's cool. Okay, so my first finished project is this washcloth, and it is knitted, of course. And the yarn I'm using is Yarn Bee Scrubology Scrub It in the fire red colorway. And it's so weird calling this yarn because it doesn't feel like yarn. It's super springy. I'm excited to use it in the kitchen. Of course, it could be used for a lot of different things, but I think I might use it to wash dishes. So that's cool. It's a beautiful color. It lives up to its name, fire red. And I just followed a basic washcloth tutorial, the same one that I use all the time. I believe it's by VeryPinkKnits. It's just her traditional washcloth. Super stretchy. Love it. And I was able to use one skein, and this is how much I had left. So maybe I could do something with it. I think next time, since I had a little bit left, I might even do an extra row on it before I start the decreases. Alright, and so this yarn is 3 ounces per skein, and it's 79 yards total. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, 79 yards total, which is 73 meters, and 85 grams, which is 3 ounces. So that's the back of the label. And that's the front. So yeah, I think I might make some more of those. I am going to use that one and see how I like it, see if it holds up well in the dishwater, and also just for scrubbing. I think it would be really good to like scrub the stove and the countertops with. So I'll keep you posted. Alright, so I do have another finished project. It is a crochet project. And for this one, I made this cowl. This cowl is called, it's by Rachy Newin. Oh, what is it? Oh, Heart of a Rockstar. That's what it's called. I've made so many of these. So I really like this one. I just used one skein of yarn for this. And I typically like taller cowls, especially so I can put it over my head. But I only had one skein of this, and I've been really wanting to use it because it's such a soft yarn. But I like it. This will be nice under my coat, and I think it covers really well. And the yarn that I'm using is Woolfolk yarn, and this is in their far base. And it is 100% Ovis 21 Ultimate Merino Wool. So that's the label. And the color is number 5. The weight is 142 yards, which is 130 meters, 50 grams. And there's the other label. Hope that's not too bright for you all. But down there at the bottom it says far. So I really like it. It is super soft, super soft. I only had this much left from the skein. The only thing I will say is that this yarn will break easily. I actually broke it twice, not while crocheting, but when I was tying the knots. And I wasn't, you know, super rough with the yarn, but when I was tying it off, it broke on me twice. So if you do get this yarn, just be gentle with it. While you're knitting or crocheting with it, it's fine. But just be careful when you are tying knots to finish it off. Just be careful that it could break on you. So just watch out for that. This is so soft. And I'm losing my voice. I don't know what that's about. I really don't. But this is so soft though. I think I might keep it on. It's like hard to take off. Okay. So I have another, well, I guess you could say this is a finished object. I posted a video a little while ago where it was called How to Crochet a Beanie. And I came up with the design myself, and I call it the Peanut Beanie. I named it after my dog, Peanut. And I will link that video below, or I will put it in one of the end cards somewhere for you to check out that tutorial. And this is the one that I made in the video. I just used some scrap yarn. I think this may be Hobby Lobby, not sure. But it's really simple, it has really simple stitches. If you can triple crochet and half double, I believe, then you should be able to make this just fine. Very, very simple. And this fits an adult size head, but of course you can modify it to fit someone with a smaller head or a bigger head. And then, of course, this is in a solid color, but also I made one in a variegated color. And this yarn, I'm not sure, I don't think it's Red Heart. It may be, I don't know. This is just some scrap yarn that I have had forever and I wanted to do something with it. But it is a nice camo colorway, nice and bright. My husband liked this one. So yeah, those are the two that I made with it. I would greatly appreciate if you all were to check that tutorial out. I think you'll really enjoy making it. It's very simple, but it's really fun. And I made like 5 of them before I was happy with the design, so I really enjoyed making it. So yeah, check it out. Alright, so the last thing I wanted to show you all is it's a work in progress, and it's been a work in progress for a while. I am making the Bob Wilson 123 crochet sweater. It's the crochet adult sweater, and I have made one of those before. But this is what I have so far. And of course, here are the armholes. And I'm making it out with the beautiful coral colorway. I think this is such a nice color. And so far, I'm on my second skein. And for this sweater, I decided to use a G-hook. I believe when I made my first sweater, I used an H, I believe. But here it is. And it's going by pretty quickly now. It's just when you're making the armholes, it's so many stitches. But when you do make the armholes, of course, you have a lot less stitches you have to work. I'm just working the body. And the body is just double crochets around and around and around until you get to the length that you want. And the tricky part will be putting the sleeves in. And that's going to be a tricky part for sure. But we'll tackle that when we get there. I remember when I made my first one, it was just hard for me to keep up with the decreases that I made on each arm. So I had to take a lot of notes just to make sure. With this sweater, I'm not even sure if I'm going to do decreases or not. Another difference is in my first sweater, I used a worsted weight yarn, and this yarn, I believe, is a light worsted number 3 weight. And I have 2 more skeins of this left. This is just some yarn that I've had for a very long time, and it is the Universal Yarn Adore. And this yarn is super squishy, super soft. And the color is number 112 in the coral colorway. And it is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 273 yards, or 250 meters. It is 55% superwash merino and 45% acrylic. I can't emphasize the squishiness enough. Alright, so those are all of my projects I've been working on. I hope to do more knitting and crocheting soon. I've just, I haven't really had my crochet going on. I've been really busy, and then last week I was sick, and I'm feeling better now, but it's still like sometimes I lose my voice in and out. It's super weird, and it's really frustrating, when I get ready to talk and then like nothing comes out. Yeah, it's totally unpredictable. But anyway, those are all the things that I wanted to share with you all. I do have a few announcements. The Carolina Fiber Fest is coming and I was finally accepted. That is the closest fiber festival to me. That fiber festival is in Raleigh and I literally live less than an hour from Raleigh, probably 50 minutes, 45 minutes on a good traffic day. I'm not far from Raleigh at all. And so I've been wanting to go to this festival and be a vendor. The last 2 or 3 years, I've just gone as a customer, and I've definitely done enough damage there at that festival. I am super excited. It's going to be March 13th and 14th. So come see me if you are in the Raleigh area. Once again, it is the Carolina Fiber Fest, and I will leave a link in the description box below. I've already been approved. I've already paid for my booth. I'm just waiting for them to add my name to the list of vendors, but they're still working on that. They haven't put up the 2020 floor plan yet. They kind of give you like this map of where all the booths are going to be. So they're still working on the website, but hopefully soon they will be adding my name to that. And when they do, I will post it on Instagram. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know, the usual, so you can keep up with the updates. I also wanted to say thank you so much for the French love. I did a video a little while back and it was completely in French. Thank you all so much for supporting me with that. I took French in high school, and then after high school, I really didn't do a whole lot with it. I went to college. I was just kind of in and out of it, and I've been in and out of it for several years now. But about a year and a half ago, I decided to get back into it. And at first, I was only doing like maybe 15 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes of it each day. That's it. But recently, I would say in the last, well, I don't know, I guess 6 months or so, I really can't put a timetable on it. I've been really spending a lot of time with it, maybe between 30 to 45 minutes a day on it. So it's been great. Some of it is coming back, but it's been really interesting. It's been bringing me a lot of joy. I've been really enjoying learning it. I think it's a beautiful language. But anyway, thank you all so much for supporting that video. I really appreciated it. All right, so let's see. Oh, one last thing I wanted to tell you is that I do hope to do more tutorials this year, whether it be showing you all how to do basic stitches or more advanced stitches or different things like that. I really look forward to doing more tutorials this year in 2020. All right, so I do believe I've covered everything. I know in the last video I was working on a crochet shawl. I was using some knit crate yarn. I have not made a dent in that since the last time I showed it to you. So we'll see if I frog that one or I keep that one. The yarn is beautiful. I love working with the yarn. I think the problem is the weight of the yarn, because I'm not a fingering weight type of person. And I think this is why the sweater is taking so long, because it's a number 3 light worsted. Yeah, light worsted weight, really DK weight. It's almost even thinner than DK, really. I would say it's between a sport and a DK. But yeah, using thin yarn is just, I take forever when I'm doing a project with thin yarn. I think worsted is like just that perfect size for me. So what do you prefer when it comes to your yarn weight? Are you a lace person? Are you a bulky person? Sport weight, DK, fingering, sock? Let me know in the comment section below what is your favorite weight of yarn to use. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I really do like the pattern though for that crochet. It's a crochet shawl that I was working on. I like the pattern, I like the yarn. It's just the weight of the yarn. It's like, I think it's a lace weight. It may be a fingering weight yarn, but I think it might be a lace weight. But anyway, we'll see if I fraud that or if I keep going. Alright, so that is all that I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, bye.